So, good morning everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day. Sunday, January, what is today? 19th? 20th. January 20th. I'm here at Watermelon Park Campground. They have a tubing for down the river, and you can see all the tubes over in that bin or that building over there. It's a lot of tubes. And there's a little camp store here. Here's 3-inch camp registrations right here. Anyway, beautiful flowers here at the front. I'll show you a couple of things down here. There's a big sign up here that talks about the history of the park and all the now very famous entertainers, and even back then they were pretty famous. Look at this red, isn't that gorgeous? This red crepe myrtle. That thing is stunning. Look how red. Wow. Anyway, so here's the sign about the history, and it talks about the bluegrass festivals that have happened here, and they still go on. Of course, they don't get entertainment like they used to, but like some of the people that used to come here were Jimmy Dickens, Willie Nelson, Dolly Parton, Porter Wagner, Johnny Cash, Earl Scruggs, Lester Flatt, Osborne Brothers, Bill Monroe. Lots of big name entertainers used to come here, and it was free at the time. They had the Bluegrass Festival, and basically they just wanted you to buy their watermelons and donate. If you did it, you could just give a donation for whatever you could to help pay for the performers that did come here. But really amazing, really interesting. You see how beautiful it all is. This front here, where they have it all, the flowers and stuff, and talk of the history of the park. So I'll go back over here. I'll show you they have a stage built. It's not a very big stage, but they have a big open area right near the river for doing festivals now. My dad, who was born in 1946 and grew up in this area, he used to talk to me all the time about here's the area where they play the music and the crowd gathers. And the stage is over there, that small building. I'll zoom into it. Stage is right there. It's a small building right there. I'll walk down this way and shoot up towards the stage. But my dad used to talk about coming over here and seeing people like the Carter family came here a lot. And he comes to see George Jones here a lot, and he used to talk about seeing Porter Wagner and Flatt and Scruggs and all those people back in the day who it was kind of like the Woodstock of country music, I think, at the time. And so as you can see, this whole open area here is for crowds that gather for the music festival. I think they have it once or twice a year now. They used to have it all summer long back in the 50s and 60s and 70s. But you can see the stage right here that's set up for music festivals now. But I can just see and hear, Patsy Cline came here a lot. She kind of got part of her start was kind of coming here and performing a lot back in the early 50s. But you could just imagine sitting here. I mean, the view is amazing, and of course the river is right there. We're right here on the river, so. Beautiful day today too. The wind's blowing. Humidity's not too bad. And of course, I think they used to grow all the watermelons that started. The farmer here started a watermelon patch and a produce patch, and he grew lots of watermelons. And I think it started over here on this side where the campground is now today. So you can see the Blue Ridge Mountains here in the background as they come over the river there by the river. But yeah, but that's the stage and where they sing. But I can just hear Patsy Cline and George Jones and Porter Wagner and all of them that came here, and Flatt and Scruggs playing. I can hear that music kind of ringing out through here now. But my dad used to talk about coming here all the time, how much of a great experience it was. And again, it was free admittance. I mean, you didn't have to pay anything. It was nice if you gave a donation, but it was a way for people. My parents didn't have a lot of money. My grandparents had even less. So it was a way for my parents and other people at the time to come and see these people, of course. You know, in the 1960s and 50s and 60s and early 70s, it's Dolly Parton and those people weren't quite as big a stars as they are now, but still, there's some really good music, and you got to hear it and experience it right here in your local backyard. So a really cool thing, a lot of history here. It's kind of neat, and it is a beautiful setting. It's a pretty nice park. There are some seasonal here, some people that live here kind of full time, but it was very quiet last night. It's very clean. They keep the grass mowed, they keep things up. They've done a lot of improvements. You can tell, new fence, new buildings, new parking lots, new paving, new infrastructure. The water and the sewer the water and the electricity seems to all be new, or fairly new. So it's a beautiful site. I mean, absolutely beautiful. If you look around, it's just gorgeous. So I would recommend if anybody in the area wants to come take in a little bit of history, country music history, and some beautiful natural history and nature. And again, here's the river right here. I think they have 60 sites. They do not have any sewer here at all, so they do have a dump station. But like I said, for me, I don't use sewer, so I use the campground things. But they don't have sewer. They do have water and electricity at every site, from what I understand. And then they have a dump station, of course. And they do have a shower. The shower room and the bathroom and all that is cooled and heated. So you're not taking a shower at 100-degree humidity temperature where you sweat more when you get out of the shower than you did before you got in it. So that's kind of nice. It was up there yesterday. But yeah, but here's the part where they have the music festivals. And he used to have them. And I think that's the original farmer's house that owned the property back in the day up on the hill there. Really, really cool. I think it's just the history is so interesting here. And the natural beauty is stunning. As you can see, it's just gorgeous. But it's a great little park. You should come check them out. And there's some Civil War stuff here to do. They have a great farmer's market up the road. The Locks Mill is just up the road, and it's probably has to be one of the few working grist mills or flour mills in the whole country, if not at least on the East Coast. It's literally functioning exactly like it did from 1879. They totally restored it, refurbished it, remodeled it, and it's working just like it did back then. So I was going to go see it yesterday. I ran out of time because it's only open on the first and the third Saturdays of the month, all through the summer from 10 to 4. But that would be a great thing to see. So I'm hoping to actually come back and see that. But Civil War stuff, you know, just the beauty of everything, some hiking trails and things like that around too. So anyway, just wanted to give a little overview of all that, and we'll zoom out and zoom in back again. The roads are good here. There's not a lot of, no mud really or anything like that. So yeah, they've done a lot of work. It's really great. I'll talk soon.